So the next page in your notebooks is basically helping us take these numbers and place them into a graphic organizer to help us understand them better, okay? So the first thing I want you to recognize is that the number system has been split into two categories, okay? The left side are all the rational numbers. All the numbers that can be made into fractions that either give you a repeating decimal or a terminating decimal. The right side is your irrational numbers. And those are the ones that never end and never repeat. So in the rational category, we have some more layers building all the way down to the most basic, okay? So the most basic is the natural numbers. And those again are your counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, the next layer after natural numbers is whole numbers, and we already learned that whole numbers, the only new number we add to the natural numbers is 0. So that's really the only new whole number, but this does include everything that's inside it. The next layer is when we do our integers. And if you remember, the only difference between integers and the other ones inside of it are that now we are adding negatives. So -2, -6, -50, and so on. It still includes all the positive versions and 0, and now we've added negatives. And then finally, rational number starts including fractions and decimals. So we have 1/2, we have 2/3, we have 0.6 repeating, we have -3/5, we have 0.175. Those are all examples of rational numbers that include fractions and decimals. Now remember, rational numbers does include all of these, because remember, all of those can be written over 1, right? So like -50 could be written as -50 over 1. That's what makes it a rational number. So all of the integers and all of the whole numbers and all of the natural numbers are examples of rational numbers, okay? And then finally, our irrational numbers go over here. So here's a couple more irrational square roots. So if you were to type those on the calculator, you would get a decimal that never repeats and never ends. And then, of course, remember, pi is an example of an irrational number. And honestly, you could make up any number as an irrational number. I could make up just a number with random digits. And as long as the number keeps going and there's no pattern, then I know that it's an irrational number, okay? So that just kind of helps you organize in your mind the way that we're dealing with the real number system.